Thrive Themes. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with you at this point. So, Thrive Themes. So, I recently made a video and I was kind of giving my updated viewpoints on Thrive Themes. And I really want to still like their software. But here's the thing, even though they have not really made their software less capable, and so I want to say that again, a lot of the really nice things that I've said about Thrive Themes and Thrive Suite in the past, I believe are still true, but that's just the software. Unfortunately, the company that has purchased it is ruining it. And I will never, ever recommend Thrive Themes ever again. I want to show you why, because I did not know this when I made my video recently about my updated viewpoints. I looked at their pricing and I thought that it was just a dummy price. In fact, if you go over to their pricing suite page, well, first of all, I get this big annoying pop-up, like whatever. But then I see this, and I thought that they were showing this kind of thing because they wanted to kind of have a bogus price and then make it seem like you're getting a discount. And I actually just thought it was just a bogus discount, but it's not. In fact, they do this whole thing, which again, I've seen this with this company many times. This is Awesome Motive. It is going to renew at $599 a year. If you're locked in, I don't think they're going to change it, but my gosh, $599 a year. Now, here's the thing. I would never have recommended Thrive Suite to anybody if it cost that much. But that's not even why I'm making this video, because now they're actually doing one of the things that I hated about the Member Mouse plugin. Member Mouse, again, is a quite capable membership site plugin. However, you're paying monthly for it, even though you're doing all the hosting and you're responsible for everything. You're basically paying them as if it is a SaaS product. And the thing is, when you cancel your Member Mouse subscription, the plugin literally stops working. Like, it will produce fatal errors on your screen, on your site. It just literally stops, which is bogus in my opinion. That is not in the spirit of WordPress at all. When it is PHP code, it's running on your server, you're paying the hosting bill, you're hosting all the data, and these sites, they break it when you stop paying them for it. And in the case of Member Mouse, they weren't even updating it very often. They weren't even earning their keep. Well, now Thrive Suite is doing the exact same thing. And this is what really bugs me more than anything. Let's go back to my screen here. I was actually in the middle of updating a client site, and this is now in full transparency, I just moved this client out of Thrive. We are actually in the process of getting him switched over to Cadence because we're saying goodbye to Thrive products pretty much altogether. But look at this. I did not see this one coming. Heads up, your Thrive Architect license has expired. And he's got a grace period. I think, so now that I've read up on this, apparently there's a 14-day grace period after which, once his subscription is officially expired, literally the products disable themselves. You will still, it's not as bad as Member Mouse in the fact that it's not going to break your pages or anything, but you can't edit anything. You're done. Like, the products literally stop working. Even though the software is on his server, he's the one making it work with his hosting. It will not work because of his Thrive subscription being expired. So when I pulled this up, I clicked to learn more. This is exactly the way it works. Again, it's updated about a week ago. To my knowledge, this is not the way Thrive Suite worked when Shane was still running the company. But now that Awesome Motive owns it, they're just oh man, bunch of greedy bastards, if you ask me. So here's it. What happens when your product license expires? We offer a 14-day grace period. How nice of them. How nice of them. And then it says, you will not be able to use a Thrive product any longer. Well, that's nice. I mean, literally, it's like, it says anything that you've designed and implemented using a Thrive product is still going to remain the same. but you can't modify anything, and you're not going to be able to add or edit any components. So that's nice. I mean, that's really nice. Is that the way it's supposed to work with WordPress? I mean, it's not. It's the code is still there. I'm on this person's server, and yet it literally cripples itself when you're not paying for it. So I don't know. This doesn't. Again, are they within their rights to do this? Yeah, it's their software, but they're treating it like a SaaS product, like a software as a service, even though my clients, me, when I was using Thrive, we're hosting it. We're the ones doing it. Typically with WordPress plugins, because they're supposed to all be GPL licensed, when you are paying for these plugins, you are basically paying for the ongoing support and you're paying for the ongoing updates. Not to literally make the plugin work. You know, that's a little bit of a different thing. And so, anyways, I just wanted to point that out. When you build a site with Thrive Suite now, and it is a one-way street. And for that reason, I would never, ever recommend building a site with Thrive Suite products. I don't care how good their software is. I do not like one-way streets. I don't like being dependent on an outside company. On my site, I talk about what I call digital sovereignty. It's the idea of building a business that you own and control. And I'm all about using good quality plugins. I pay for multiple software licenses with plugins that I use, but I'm paying for their support. The moment I find that one of these plugins is literally going to cripple my damn site if I stop paying them, they can go pound sand. I would never, ever recommend such a thing because I don't own and control the code running on my own server at this point. If you stop paying this expensive subscription with Thrive Themes, you no longer can edit your own website anymore. So no, I will never ever recommend Thrive Suite. I don't recommend you ever use Thrive Suite. And if you are using Thrive Suite now, honestly, I'd be looking for the door. I'd find a way to convert that site. I've converted multiple sites now out of Thrive. I'm happy to help other people do it again. Because these people don't deserve your business, in my personal opinion.